9 things men should not do with women. Modern Stoic. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. In our relationships, we often go to great lengths to demonstrate our affection, making sacrifices for those we care about. We want to show our love and support, hoping it will be returned in kind. But sometimes, the very people we invest in might disappoint us. They may take advantage of our kindness, pretending to be friends when they need something, only to disappear once they've received what they sought. This leads us to a pivotal question. How can we avoid being taken for granted and take control of our interactions? Today, we'll explore 9 important principles, rooted in Stoic philosophy, that can help men navigate relationships with women more effectively. These guidelines will help you steer clear of common mistakes and encourage healthier, more empowering connections. So, if you found yourself struggling in your relationships, take a moment to pause and reflect with us. We're about to dive into a transformative journey that might just change the way you approach your personal connections. Before we begin, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, so you're always in the loop for future insights. Let's get started. Number 1. Don't reshape your life to fit others. Think of it like trying to build a puzzle where none of the pieces match. It's frustrating, exhausting, and at the end of the day, you're left with a mess of confusion. This is exactly what happens when you try to conform to other people's expectations. Like the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Everywhere means nowhere." You end up scattered, lost, and without a clear sense of purpose. Trying to be everything to everyone leads to nothing. It's time to stop pretending to be someone you're not just to please others. This is a trap that many men fall into, and especially in relationships. Trying to fit into a mold that doesn't align with your authentic self is not only pointless, but destructive. You must remind yourself that your life, your journey, is meant to be lived on your own terms. The blessing of Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to control how we react, how we think, and most importantly, who we choose to be. In this modern world, the pressure to conform is louder than ever, but you must resist. You don't need to blend in. In fact, you were born to stand out. Be proud of your quirks, your individuality, and what makes you unique. Don't let anyone, not a woman, not society, not even the voices in your head, tell you who you should be. You must make your own decisions, define your own boundaries, and walk your own path. Remember, this isn't just some whimsical advice. It's the foundation of the old Stoic mindset. The Stoics of ancient times, like Marcus Aurelius, understood that life is about embracing what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Trying to morph yourself into something you are not only takes away your peace and authenticity, it's not worth it. So focus on who you are and where you're going, not on where others think you should be. You need to carve your own path, live according to your own principles, and let your authenticity shine. Life's too short to waste on trying to fit into a box that wasn't made for you. It's time to embrace the blessing of Stoicism and live for yourself, not anyone else. You must be strong, not weak, resilient, not malleable. Be the man who is comfortable in his own skin, who doesn't apologize for his path, and who doesn't let anyone, no matter how persuasive, reshape who he is. Number 2, don't ruin your life by being too obsessed with someone. Don't let your life spiral out of control by becoming too absorbed in someone else. It's tempting to shift your entire focus to another person. But be careful. This behavior will lead you down a path of frustration and self-neglect. You might as well be a satellite, endlessly circling around a planet that isn't even your own. Your life should not revolve around another. You are the center of your own universe, the architect of your own story. When you fixate on someone else, your own dreams, goals, and aspirations are left to collect dust in the background. Suddenly, everything you do is for them, not for you. Their wants become your priority, their problems your burdens, and your own sense of fulfillment becomes a distant memory. This is a trap, a psychological sinkhole that will drain your energy and creativity. Think about it, you're constantly adjusting your life to fit theirs. You begin to neglect your own needs, and your passions, which once fueled your fire, are buried under a mountain of someone else's desires. Instead of living with purpose, you're living for someone else. As the modern Stoic wisdom would suggest, do not waste time on things you cannot control. You cannot control another person's needs and desires, and in doing so, you risk losing yourself in the process. The Stoic life is about finding inner peace, focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest. If you place all your energy into someone else's orbit, you lose your personal sense of balance. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who wisely said, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." His words echo the core of Stoic lessons. We must preserve our inner peace and not let external influences disrupt it. When you give too much of yourself away, it's like cutting off your own lifeline. Be the master of your own life. Stop allowing someone else to dictate your worth. Just because someone else enters your life doesn't mean you should revolve around them. You must be the lead character in your own story. Don't let anyone make you an extra in their film. Their narrative may be exciting, but your own story is where the true magic happens. It's easy to get lost in someone else's world, to think that their happiness is your happiness. But this is a fallacy. Your contentment, your joy, your sense of fulfillment must come from within. Being too focused on another person will only cloud your own judgment and dull your sense of self-worth. You are not a satellite. Do not orbit anyone. You are a force unto yourself, and you must remain grounded in your own vision. Remember, this life is not about being a supporting role to someone else's journey. You are the lead. When you become obsessed with someone else, you sacrifice your own identity. It's time to take back control, to stop sacrificing your potential for someone else's approval. Embrace the Stoic mindset, which teaches us to focus on what we can change, ourselves. So, the next time you feel your life being pulled in someone else's direction, remember your worth. Stand tall in your own space. You must nurture your own goals, cultivate your own desires. That is where true strength lies, not in serving as a secondary character in another's drama. Keep the wisdom of Stoicism in mind. Balance, control, and inner peace. Never forget. You are the star of your own show. Keep shining. If you find this valuable, like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember I am the lead role in my own story. Number 3. Don't let anything threaten your mental health or happiness. Your well-being is your greatest asset. Protect it like a fortress. Prioritizing someone else's happiness at the cost of your own mental peace is a surefire path to ruin. You can't lead with strength if you're constantly surrendering control of your joy. Think about it, it's like handing away your only source of light in the darkness. If you do this, you'll find yourself stumbling through life, lost, and unable to find your way back. Remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who taught that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you focus too much on someone else's needs at the expense of your own, You're robbing yourself of the chance to thrive. It's a dangerous game that leads to unhappiness and emotional exhaustion. You must make yourself the center of your own narrative. Your life is yours to control, not someone else's. Become the protagonist of your story. Take charge and stand firm. You must stand guard over your mental health and happiness. No one else will do it for you. Stoic principles call for inner strength, for resilience, and for the clarity of mind to recognize that your peace is invaluable. Don't compromise it. When you allow others to take control of your mental space, you create an environment where negativity breeds. The Stoic mindset teaches you to remain unmoved by external forces. You cannot let anyone steal your happiness. It is your responsibility, and you must own it. Life is too short to be entangled in someone else's drama. Reclaim your power, your peace, your joy. Remember, you are the captain of your ship, and you chart your own course. Your mental strength, grounded in the Stoic principles of discipline and focus, will allow you to rise above the distractions. Don't wait for permission. Seize your peace today. Number 4, don't push friends or family away for someone else. This is not just a simple piece of advice. It's a fundamental rule for men who are serious about maintaining their strength and emotional balance. Far too many men, especially when caught up in the excitement of a new romantic relationship, make the mistake of distancing themselves from the people who matter most. They start to pull away from their friends and family, as if they are no longer important now that someone else has entered the picture. Don't make that mistake. Cutting ties with your loved ones is like sawing off the branches of the very tree that has always held you up. Friends and family are the roots that stabilize you, the branches that support you through every season of life. When you push them away, you're not just losing a few social connections, you're sabotaging your own emotional and mental well-being. The strength of a man lies not in his ability to attract someone new, but in his ability to maintain those enduring relationships that have shaped him into who he is. Think about it, these relationships have been built over years of shared experiences, trust, and mutual understanding. Your friends and family have stood by you through thick and thin, helping you navigate both the challenges and triumphs of life. Their support has been a constant source of strength. Whether they were there to celebrate your victories or help you get back on your feet during times of failure. And now, just because you've met someone who makes you feel excited and alive, you're willing to jeopardize those invaluable connections. That's a dangerous game to play. The blessing of Stoicism teaches us that our emotional well-being cannot depend solely on fleeting external sources, such as a new relationship or a temporary infatuation. It's about building resilience, strength, and inner peace by nurturing the enduring aspects of life, the things that truly matter. In Stoic philosophy, relationships are not something you discard when a new excitement comes along. They are the pillars that hold you steady, no matter what. A modern Stoic knows that maintaining these relationships, these bonds, is essential to personal growth. They provide a sense of continuity and stability that can't be replicated by the highs and lows of romantic relationships. When you allow yourself to be pulled away from your support system, you not only isolate yourself from your loved ones, you also risk isolating yourself from the very wisdom and strength that have guided you up until now. The old Stoic teaches us to build a strong foundation before seeking to climb higher. You must nurture those relationships that have stood the test of time, and that will continue to offer you wisdom, guidance, and companionship. Don't let the distraction of new love make you forget the deep-rooted connections that have given you the courage and the fortitude to move forward in life. It's tempting to think that someone new can fulfill all your emotional needs. But the reality is that no one person can provide everything. Your family and friends are irreplaceable because they offer perspectives, support, and love that can't be substituted by any romantic partner. They are the steady, unwavering figures in your life, and you should cherish them as such. Take a step back and recognize that nurturing your bonds with your loved ones is an investment in your future. These relationships are not just a support system, they are your anchors. They remind you of who you are, where you come from, and what truly matters. When times get tough, and they will, you will need those people around you. Be there for them now, so they will be there for you later. Remember, the best relationships are the ones that help you grow, not just the ones that make you feel good in the moment. So, do yourself a favor, resist the temptation to push your friends and family aside for the sake of someone new. The foundation of your life and happiness lies in the connections that have been built over time with people who understand you at your core. Nurture those relationships as a modern Stoic would. Steadfastly and intentionally, they are the roots that will keep you grounded, no matter how high you climb. Don't weaken your support system for a temporary thrill. Instead, build a life of depth and stability by investing in the people who matter most. That is the true wisdom of the Stoic approach to life, embracing what has always been there to support and guide you. Your true strength lies in your relationships, so treat them with the respect they deserve. Number 5, don't invest too much time in them. This is one of the most vital lessons a man can learn, especially when it comes to relationships. Your time is precious. It's the one thing that you cannot get back, no matter how much you wish you could. Don't waste it on someone else's endless emotional needs or demands. Think about it like this. You wouldn't throw your money into a bottomless pit. So why would you toss your most valuable asset, your time, into a relationship where it feels like you're never going to get anything back? Time is your most finite resource. Once it's gone forever. Yet, so many men fall into the trap of giving their time away as if it's unlimited, only to realize too late that they've drained themselves dry while their own life slips away. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, said it best. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. When you surrender all of your time to someone else, you forfeit the most vibrant, precious moments of your existence. You trade away your peace, your pursuits, and your passions, and for what? For someone who may not even value what you give. This is the very antithesis of Stoic life. Stoicism teaches us the importance of taking ownership of our time, as well as the value of investing it wisely. Life is too short to let someone else control it. Reclaim your time. You must choose how you spend it and who you spend it on. Time is yours to govern, not to be given away to meet someone else's unending needs. You don't owe anyone your every waking moment, especially not when it takes away from your own growth, happiness, and well-being. As a modern Stoic, you must learn to protect your time like a treasure. Every minute spent mindlessly catering to someone else's whims is a minute lost to your own purpose. Stop letting your time be a bargaining chip in someone else's drama or never-ending emotional cycle. You are the captain of your life ship, and you are responsible for steering it in a direction that aligns with your values and aspirations. Stoic lessons remind us that we must focus on what we can control. And one thing you can always control is how you spend your time. No one else can dictate that for you unless you allow it. If you're investing all of your energy into someone who isn't as invested in you or your journey, You're not being wise with your time. It's easy to get caught up in the emotional highs of a relationship, but don't let them overshadow the rest of your life. Don't let one person or one relationship consume you to the point where everything else fades into the background. Seek equilibrium. Your life, your goals, your interests, they all matter just as much, if not more, than any romantic entanglement. It's important to keep perspective and remember that a relationship should complement your life, not define it. When you allow someone to monopolize your time and energy, you risk losing sight of what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. The Stoic way is to invest your time thoughtfully, in ways that foster growth, bring you joy, and align with your deeper purpose. The key is balance. You are worthy of investing in yourself just as much as you are worthy of investing in a relationship. Think of it this way: when you invest too much of yourself into another person, you can easily end up neglecting the very parts of yourself that need attention and care. The Stoic life is about developing self-control and knowing where to draw the line. You must be mindful of how much time you're giving, and whether it is returning the investment in a meaningful way. Time spent on pursuits that align with your values, whether it's personal growth, passions, or friendships, is always time well spent. But when you give all of that away to someone who is not equally as invested, you're wasting time on something that can never fulfill you. So you must be the steward of your time. Don't let it slip away on people or situations that drain you. Time is your greatest treasure, and it must be treated as such. Reclaim your time, protect it, and allocate it wisely. The Stoic lessons tell us that life is a series of moments, and those moments are yours to use as you see fit. Be deliberate with your choices. Don't let anyone else dictate the rhythm of your life. Stay grounded, stay focused, and remember that time, once lost, cannot be reclaimed. So choose wisely where and with whom you invest your most valuable asset, your time. If you found this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember, time is my most valuable asset, and I control how I invest it. Number 6, don't reveal everything about your past, especially the tough times. Don't reveal everything about your past. Don't hand over the keys to your soul just to feel understood. Keep your story close. Keep your history guarded. A Stoic man, grounded in the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the unshakable foundation of Stoic principles, understands that not every battle scar needs to be displayed. Life has tested you. Don't turn those tests into entertainment for others. The pain you've endured, the mistakes you've made, the burdens you've carried, those are yours, sacred, earned. Not everyone deserves access to that part of you. When you reveal too much, especially your darkest seasons, you expose your foundation. And once someone sees your foundation, they can shake it. The world doesn't need to know your wounds to validate your strength. That is Stoic thinking. That is power and restraint. Never explain yourself, said Marcus Aurelius. Your friends don't need it, and your enemies won't believe it. Let that guide you. In a world addicted to oversharing, the modern Stoic man must move in silence. Protect your power by mastering your tongue. Hold your past like a sword behind your back. It's there if needed, but not for show. Don't confuse openness with weakness. You can be honest without being exposed. You can connect without collapsing your walls. Stoic principles teach us that inner control is superior to outward display. Speak less, meaning more. Let your actions echo louder than your stories. When you speak, speak with impact, not confession. There's a difference between vulnerability and surrender, and too many men confuse the two. You must know this: the past already tested you once. Don't let it defeat you again by giving others the ammunition to use it against you. Let them see who you've become, not what you've survived. That's where the power lies, in the man you are now, not in the trenches you crawled through. Keep your dignity. Keep your history sacred. That is your fortress. Guard it like a warrior guards his last breath, and only reveal what serves a purpose. Anything else is noise. Anything else is a weakness. Modern life demands steel nerves and strategic minds. You're not just living, you're leading. You're building a legacy. The modern Stoic doesn't stumble into emotional traps. He sidesteps them with clarity and strength. In a society that rewards confession and calls it connection, you must rise above. You must hold the line. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Marcus Aurelius said, "Be one." That means being solid, not scattered, whole, not hollow, strategic, not sentimental. Your story is your sword. Use it when necessary, but never hand it over. So let's be clear: don't overshare, don't overexpose, don't underestimate how sacred your past truly is. Remember this: your power lies not in what you reveal, but in what you protect. Guard your story. Speak with purpose. Walk with strength. That's the path of the modern Stoic. That's how you master life. Number 7, don't agree just to please her. Don't nod just to avoid the storm. Don't say yes when your gut screams hell no. The moment you start agreeing to things that drain your soul, you're not being kind, you're being dishonest. That isn't compromise. That's quiet self-betrayal. You're trading your peace, your passions, your precious time for a temporary illusion of harmony. And guess what? That kind of peace never lasts. It builds resentment, like slow dripping poison. A modern Stoic doesn't bend just to be liked. A modern Stoic stands grounded, resolute, respectful, but real. This isn't about being stubborn for the sake of it. It's about honoring your own boundaries like a fortress. When you force yourself to sit through branches you hate, agree to hobbies that make your brain bleed, or smile through conversations that suffocate your spirit, you're not being noble. You're being a ghost in your own life. Marcus Aurelius wasn't playing games when he said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." The old Stoic didn't preach pleasing people. He preached strength, clarity, and self-respect. If your thoughts are constantly saying, "This isn't me," but your mouth keeps saying, "Sure, whatever you want," then you've already lost the battle with yourself. That inner discontent, that gnawing feeling that you're drifting, listen to it. That's your compass begging you to reroute. The blessing of Stoicism is not emotionlessness. It's emotional discipline. It's knowing when to say no without guilt, when to protect your energy, and when to stop setting yourself on fire just to keep someone else warm. Don't be the man who disappears behind a curtain of fake smiles and nods. Be the man who can say, "I respect you, but this isn't for me." That sentence right there. That's freedom. That's masculinity with a spine. Women may not always love your no, but they will respect the man who knows how and when to use it. Don't let guilt be your compass. Let purpose be. Your life is not a supporting role in someone else's drama. You're not here to perform. You're here to be, to live honestly, to say no when it's necessary, and yes, only when your soul says so too. So the next time you're asked to join something that feels off, pause, breathe, hear yourself, ask, am I doing this out of fear or out of joy? If fear answers first, walk away. That's the modern Stoic move. That's the blessing of Stoicism in action. Choosing clarity over confusion, strength over submission, self-respect over surface peace. And remember this: the old Stoic didn't smile his way through nonsense. He mastered himself so he could meet life on his own terms. You must do the same. You must speak your truth, even when it's awkward. Especially when it's awkward. That's what separates the agreeable from the authentic. That's what makes you a man worth following, not just one who follows. If you're ready to stop sacrificing your happiness just to please others, drop a comment right now. I choose my peace over approval. Like this video, subscribe for more unshakable wisdom, and remember, life is yours to own. Own it with confidence. Number 8, don't be controlled by the fear of solitude. Fear is a powerful force, but it's also a deceptive one. The fear of solitude often pushes men into decisions that aren't true to who they are. When fear is at the wheel, you're blindfolded, stumbling through life as if in a thick fog, hoping someone or something will light the way. You make choices not out of clarity or wisdom, but out of panic, panicked by the idea of being alone. The problem with this is simple: it's a path that leads nowhere worthwhile. You don't see the consequences until you've already crossed a line you didn't intend to cross. The Stoic life doesn't operate in fear. It doesn't panic at the idea of solitude. Instead, it embraces it. You must realize that solitude doesn't mean loneliness. Let's be clear here, these are two entirely different concepts. Solitude is powerful. It's an opportunity to connect with the most important person in your life, you. It's your chance to carve out time to reflect, to listen to your thoughts, and to appreciate your own company. This is where the Stoic lessons come into play. As Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The modern Stoic knows that solitude is not something to fear, but something to cherish. By spending time alone, you come to understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and your desires. You discover what truly matters to you, not what you've been told matters. This kind of self-awareness is not only valuable for your own growth, but it also lays the groundwork for authentic relationships. You can't truly connect with someone else unless you've first connected with yourself. When you choose to share your life with someone, it shouldn't be out of desperation to fill an empty space. It should be because that person adds to your life, complements your journey, and brings something genuine into your world. The fear of solitude has been ingrained in many of us, especially in a world that values constant connectivity and social interaction. But the truth is, solitude is essential for personal growth. It gives you the time and space to breathe, think, and become the best version of yourself. The Stoic lessons teach us to be comfortable with ourselves, to embrace moments of quiet introspection, and to resist the temptation of filling every minute with distractions just to avoid being alone. The Stoic life isn't about running from challenges or emotions. It's about meeting them head-on with courage. And that means embracing the quiet, uncomfortable moments of solitude. The more you resist the urge to flee from your own company, the more you'll understand the beauty of being self-sufficient. You'll come to realize that being alone doesn't mean being abandoned. Instead, it means being strong enough to stand on your own, to find peace in your own presence, and to live life on your own terms. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that solitude is a sign of failure or inadequacy. But the reality is, solitude is a sign of strength. The modern Stoic isn't afraid of it. He welcomes it, grows from it, and emerges stronger because of it. You must break free from the chains of fear that keep you from embracing solitude. Only then will you find the courage to create the life and relationships that truly serve you. The more you learn to embrace solitude, the more you'll appreciate the value of genuine connections. So, the next time you feel the pang of loneliness, Don't let it control you. Instead, recognize it for what it is, an invitation to grow, reflect, and connect with the most important person in your life. You. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, and let the light of courage guide you. The Stoic life is about finding fulfillment within yourself, not in the approval or company of others. When you truly value your own worth, the right relationships will follow. Number 9. Don't forget to celebrate even small wins. Men, listen closely. There is a fundamental truth to grasp. Don't forget to celebrate every win, no matter how small. Modern life often drowns us in a relentless race of meeting expectations, of trying to please others. It's easy to lose sight of your own victories in the chaos of work, responsibilities, and relationships. But here's the reality: your accomplishments matter. Every step forward, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a testament to your strength, your discipline, and your character. You must recognize it. You must celebrate it. Stoic principles, as exemplified by Marcus Aurelius, teach us to focus not on the fleeting praise of others, but on our own progress. Epictetus said, "Never depend on the admiration of others." And he was right. The journey you're on, the path you carve for yourself, is yours alone. Every milestone is proof of your resolve. The late nights, the sacrifices, the struggles, they are all victories that you've earned. They should not be overlooked. Don't diminish them. They speak volumes about your discipline, about your commitment to growth. By celebrating these small wins, you solidify your foundation. Each small victory is a building block in your life's architecture. Ignore these, and you undermine your own progress. Don't let the noise of the world drown out your inner victories. In a society that constantly pushes you to keep moving forward, to chase the next big thing, it's crucial to pause, take a moment. Celebrate your resilience. Marcus Aurelius understood this when he wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If you are always looking for the next big triumph, you'll never see how far you've come. Embrace your victories. It's not just about reaching a destination. The journey itself, the small wins along the way, are what make life meaningful. Every win is a reflection of your growth, your self-control, and your unshakable will. To master life is to master the art of appreciating your progress. Celebrate those small wins. Let them fuel you for the bigger battles ahead. Let them remind you that you are in control, that you are resilient, and that you are on the right path. Your journey matters. Your victories matter. Recognize them, honor them, and let them push you to even greater heights. This is the essence of being a Stoic. As we reach the end of today's journey, I want to leave you with a thought: your choices are powerful, and embracing your true self is one of the most liberating things you can do. You have the strength and wisdom to make decisions that align with who you are, even if they don't fit into others' expectations. Remember, as you move through life, it's crucial to nurture your virtues: wisdom, courage, fairness, and self-restraint. These qualities create a foundation for a fulfilling life, one that's far more meaningful than simply following external pressures. You hold the freedom to carve your own path, to celebrate your uniqueness, and to live a life rooted in your values. The Stoics knew that true freedom comes from within. It's about understanding that you control your thoughts and actions. So, when the world around you tries to pull you in different directions, remind yourself you don't have to follow anyone else's script. Choose a path that reflects your true self and what truly matters to you. Now, take action. Make the decision today to break free from habits that don't serve you. Strive for self-improvement, no matter the obstacles. If today's conversation resonated with you, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing for more content, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going and continue building a community focused on personal growth and resilience. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time, stay present, stay resilient, and always embrace the Stoic mindset.